Hello, Vishwa. I'm just going to do this video real quick rather than type it out because it's going to be a little bit easier for me. And I happen to have a free period right now. So exponentially connected syrup to pancakes means that the syrup, which I'm going to call S, has to be equal to some equation, which is A times E to the K times P, where P is the number of pancakes. So what we're missing right now are two constants, A and K. So if we can find out what A and K are, then we can find the equation that links syrup to pancakes, where E is just the constant 2.718 something or other. So that's why, because we have two unknowns, A and K, we need two equations to solve for them. It's going to be a system of equations. And that's why they're giving us two instances of syrup and pancake combinations. We know that 35 milliliters of syrup, so that goes in for S. You need 35 milliliters when you have two pancakes. So that's going to give you K times 2. Okay. Now again, we can't solve this for A or K specifically because there's two variables. So like if we were to solve for A, there'd be a K in that answer. So because of that, they have to give us another equation that links syrup to pancakes, and that's this one right here. We know that we need 200 milliliters. So I'm going to write this over here. We need 200 milliliters of syrup when we're going to eat 10 pancakes. So K times 10. Now we have a system of equations. We have equation number 1 and we have equation number 2. And the way we're going to solve it is by substitution. So we're going to solve for A or K in one of these and plug it into the other one. So I'm just going to take equation number 1 and solve for A. And we're going to do that by dividing by e to the, I'm just going to put the 2 out in front, dividing by e to the 2k. And when you do that, so these e's cancel out over there, you find out that 35 over e to the 2k has to be A. So what that means is we're going to drop this right in over here for A, and that turns equation 2 into 35 over e to the 2k times e to the 10k. And you can see here what happens now is A is gone. Now we just have k's. So we're going to have 200 equals, well, e to the 2k and e to the 10k cancel out. Remember, when you're dividing the same base, you just subtract the exponents. So we're going to have 35, and 10k minus 2k is 8k. So 35 e to the 8k has to be 200. Then we're going to divide by 35. So we're going to get 200 divided by 35 is e to the 8k. And I don't know if you're using a calculator or not for this, so I'm going to assume you're not. But you can do this on a calculator really easy and just get a decimal. But we can reduce this fraction by dividing by 5. So 200 divided by 5 is what, 40? And 35 divided by 5 is 7. And that's going to be e to the 8k. Again, the whole point of this right now is to get that k all by itself. So since it's in an exponent, we're going to do ln of both sides. And ln of 40 over 7, again, with a calculator, we can just turn that into a decimal. But I'm going to leave it like that. And ln of e to the 8k is just 8k. And then we need to divide by 8 to figure out what k is. So once we divide by 8, we find that k is 1/8 times the ln of 40 divided by 7. Which, let's just do that in the calculator real quick so we can get a decimal here. So 1/8 ln of 40/7 is what was that number? 21787. 0.21787. That's what k is. I'm going to take that, I'm going to plug it back into what A is. Now remember, we know that A is 35 over e to the 2k. So A has to be 35 over e to the 2 times k, where k was 0.21787. So 0.21787 goes in there, and I'm going to drop that into a calculator. So we need, I don't even remember what that was. 35 over e, so 35 divided by e, let me see here, to the 2 times 0.21787, right? And that's going to be 22.6375. 22.6375 is what A is, and if you recall, we said our equation had to be syrup equals AE to the KP, where A is now 22.6375 and K was 0.21787 times P. So this is the equation that links the amount of syrup we need to the number of pancakes we're going to eat because it's exponential. And the question they really asked here, way up here, was how much syrup do we need for 7? Well, something that you should know, just easy reasoning here, if you need 35 for 2 and you need 200 for 10, then you need somewhere between 35 and 200 for 7, because 7 is between 2 pancakes and 10 pancakes. So our answer should be between 35 and 200, just to make sure we're in the right ballpark. So we're going to plug in 7 pancakes, and that's going to tell us how much syrup we need. So S is going to be equal to 22.6375 E to the 0.21787 times 7 pancakes. So 22.63, this is annoying to type in on my slow calculator here, but you get this, times second E, nope. Oh, what just happened? So take that answer, times E, which is second ln, there we go, 0.21787 times 7 pancakes. There we go. You can do this a lot quicker probably on your end. But anyway, you get this. And we need 104 milliliters, which, let me just double check. Yeah, okay. 104. Point, how many here? 032 milliliters of syrup is how much we need. Okay, see you later.